Hi everyone and welcome to another Wealthsimple portfolio update. I opened an RSP on Wealthsimple using their Robo advisors, and I've been depositing around $150 every 2 weeks, so $300 a month, $3,600 a year, and just comparing it to the S&P 500 and my options trading portfolio every quarter. So every 3 months I do an update. April 1st, July 1st, Jan 1st. What is the last one? October 1st. Yeah, I did that backwards. But before we get started, I wanted to point you to my Beginner's Investor's Handbook. If you're new to Canadian investing and you want some tips and tricks to start, I should learn how to talk. Tips and tricks to start, consider signing up. Everyone who signs up before May 1st, 2022 will get 50% off my first course called Canadian Finance Pro. This is not the website. This is just a placeholder for now. I need these last few weeks to touch it up before I launch, but if you're interested, that's available to you. So let's get right into it. My Wealthsimple portfolio as of April 2nd, so today's a Saturday. I guess I missed it by one day. I should have done it April 1st. It is $23,070. If you watched my January video, so for Q4 2021, it was a lot higher. My portfolio was around 23,567. That is because the S&P 500 has dropped recently. The market, almost everything has dropped except Canadian stocks, I believe. Canadian stocks have been holding up pretty well. If we look at SPY, so this is year to date 2022, it is down 5%. So it is only reasonable to see your portfolio the last 3 months going down, even though my contributions have still been, it's still the same, 150 every 2 weeks. Let's play around with what we see on this website. It is a very simple, pretty basic website. I use that Robo advisors. If we click into RRSP, it gives you this little map. If I continue investing and the rate of return I'm getting by 65, I will have $387,000, which is not a lot, but my retirement date is 55. So I'll have $211,000, which is not a lot. I chose the riskiest portfolio, I believe. So I chose the halal portfolio just to see how it performs. It is 90% equity, 10% fixed income and gold. The risk level is 10. I was told there is an 11, but you have to call, you have to ask. There is something to get them to 11. See portfolio holdings. Yeah, so it's this Wealthsimple World Equity Index. Fine. If I heard if you do go to 11, you can get this 100% equity, which is what I want. I'm not interested in fixed income. I'm not interested in bonds. If you're going to retire in 25 years, which is my plan, I think you should go risky for 15, maybe 20 years. In the last 5 years, you should kind of go a little safer just so you don't lose your investment, or, a global war happens or a war in Europe happens and then the entire market goes down 5%. In the last few weeks, like at one point, the market was down 12%. Let's see here, 12% in just 2.5 months, which is a lot. It has rebounded, but I feel like this is like a bull flag or a bull trap. Let's take a look at what's been happening. I think I should show you my Excel right now. So let's go into the history. Again, my net deposits is off because I ended up switching into a group RSP for 6 months and then I switched out of it. What I like about this chart is that it shows you the black line. These are your deposits. So every 2 weeks goes up by $150. And then the orange is obviously the value of your portfolio. So stable deposits over the last 6 months, but then fluctuating portfolio value. You can see at the peak, I was at 23,805. Even though I've been putting $300 a month, my portfolio is still down, and that's fine. That's all part of the game. If we look at their simple rate of return, 7.5, but that doesn't take into account every time I deposit. It's only taken into account my net deposits, but not when. So if we go to their money weighted rate of return, I do like that they show this 8.3%, but I do like to calculate it myself. So what I've done, I created an Excel that shows every deposit on the exact date. So March 31st, March 17th, and then March 3rd. So let's take a look here. We should see activity. We should see those same amounts. We have March 31st, 150, March 17th, 150, and then March 3rd, 150. So I am trying to calculate exactly just to compare to the market. And I am pretty interested in what I found. I use the goal seek function to calculate my daily rate of return. So this basically does like a what if analysis. how much do I need to earn daily for these amounts to end up being $23,070? Now, if we compare to the S&P 500, if I put in my exact data, so I invested, where is it? 14,118 in November 2020. And if I were to have put in the exact amounts to get me to 20,228, my S&P 500 portfolio would have been 23,129. So I'm only off by $58, which is like 0.25%, which is amazing. Not only is it matching the S&P 500, but this is including fees. So Wealthsimple does take some fees when you invest. Obviously, it's not a free service. Their Robo advisors does have some small fees, but it's cheaper than a live person, than an actual advisor. They would take way more. I think actual advisors would take like 1.5, 1.8% per year, and this is a lot less. So I'm very impressed. Just to show you how I would have calculated it, I use this website, S&P 500 Periodic Investment Calculator. 14,118 is my starting point, November 2020 to March 2022. And then my total invested cost, 20,278 compared to 20,228, close enough. This might be the $50 that I'm off, but using the rate of return, and I'm not including taxes or fees or anything, I would have made $23,129 if I invested in the S&P 500 myself without using the Robo advisor. So very close. I'm very impressed. I think it's not as risky as the S&P 500, this portfolio I chose. During a bull run, I'm falling behind like 2-3%. If you look at my last update, I was a larger amount worse off than the S&P. But during a bear market, when things go down, I believe the Wealthsimple Robo advisors are a little safer, so it doesn't go down as much. And I'm pretty excited. But a bear market, I think the last one lasted, like 2020 was 3 months. In 2008, it was 15 months. And a bull run is 12 years. So if we have another record long bull run where stocks just keep increasing, I do think I would lag behind a little more, but I am pretty happy with how it's been performing over the last 18 months. Again, it's still a small amount, only $23,000, but I feel like this is more representative of what people can afford and what people can deposit. You know, $300 a month, I think that's a good amount. I think I probably should increase it. If we look at Wealthsimple, is there anything else I want to show you? I don't want this to be a short video. The SPY, if we look at the last 5 years, you know, this is a bull run. This is what it looks like, 92%, which is a pretty good amount. It was too high recently, so it did end up dropping, but what can you do? I think I'm going to end it here. This is all I need to show. I don't know how often or how much longer I'm going to keep doing these RSP videos. Maybe it's just a change of pace or change of content every few months, just so you get something different than options trading and stock picks on the channel. This is, I guess, like a lazy investor way, but there's nothing wrong with it. You know, you put in 150, you put in your 200 or 300 a month, and then you let the professionals invest for you, and it has been working out pretty well. I'm pretty happy. You don't have to pick and choose. You don't have to do the research. Let the experts do it for you. Is there anything else I want to show you? They have, you know, I get some dividends, but I don't really know from who. It's kind of blocked off. I'm pretty much in the weeds. I can probably do more research to see what's involved. What's involved in the halal portfolio, but I don't know. I've been pretty happy with it. If you want to choose, let me try to change. What is that noise outside? How do I change what I own? Plan? There we go. Change theme. Socially responsible investing. See portfolio holdings. Yeah, so I need to research in exactly what these are. It's not telling you like this developed North America socially responsible index. I'd rather it told me the stocks. Standard investing. Okay, so some horizons. This is interesting. We can kind of do more research to see exactly what this is. Ideally, they tell me the exact stocks. I just want to know what I'm holding, but that's not a big deal. Maybe I'm just being weird. Again, my next video, I promise, I'm going to try to get this 10% taken away. I want to go 100% equity. I don't want gold. I don't want bonds. I don't want fixed income. I'm only interested in equity. So I'm not going to apply that change, and we'll just leave it here. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if these videos are interesting. I don't know. Like I've been doing 6 of these Wealthsimple updates. just if you're interested. If you want, if you want to sign up, if you haven't signed up already, I can include this code. And then if you sign up using Wealthsimple, the first $10,000 will be managed for free. So right now I have $31,000 managed for free. I turned on auto deposits. That's 1,000. I got the mobile app. That's 100, which is nothing. I referred 5 friends, and I'm guessing it's from this YouTube channel, and I got 30,000 managed for free. And this is my Wealthsimple link. I'll probably include it somewhere. And if you're interested, remember, just sign up for this e-handbook and beginner's investors handbook. Every month or so I'll continually update it. Right now it's 6 pages. I'm going to turn it into 10 to 15 to 20. I just want you to get more value out of it. If you're interested, once you sign up, I will be sending you information about a Canadian finance course that I've created. Right now I think it's 7 hours of content, not including courses and quizzes, which I will be including. I think I'm going to end it here before I ramble. Thanks for watching, and tune into the next one.